During the Vietnam War, the U.S. military heavily relied on advanced technology to counter guerrilla tactics. Innovations like electronic sensors and high-tech weaponry were seen as game changers. However, this overconfidence ignored the complexities of jungle warfare. The belief that technology alone could win the war set the stage for strategic failures. By 1965, the U.S. had committed to a tech-driven approach, underestimating the adaptability of the Viet Cong. The McNamara line, a $1 billion electronic sensor barrier, was designed to detect Viet Cong movements. Thousands of seismic and acoustic sensors were planted across the jungle, yet the Viet Cong easily bypassed or disabled them, rendering the system ineffective. Monsoon rains and dense foliage further degraded performance. By 1968, the project was deemed a costly failure, exposing the limits of tech in asymmetric warfare. Operation Igloo White used aircraft to drop 20,000 sensors along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Data was relayed to a Thailand command center, where analysts tracked enemy movements. However, the Viet Cong deceived sensors with false signals, like hanging buckets from trees. By 1970, only 3% of truck strikes were successful. This $1.7 billion effort proved that even real-time surveillance couldn't defeat human ingenuity. The M16 rifle was rushed to Vietnam in 1966 without proper testing. Its advertised self-cleaning mechanism failed in humid conditions, causing lethal jams. Soldiers reported 50% failure rates during firefights. A congressional investigation revealed incompatible ammunition and lack of cleaning kits. By 1967, 1,500 soldiers had died due to malfunctioning rifles. This logistical disaster became a cautionary tale of hasty deployment. Agent Orange, a herbicide used to defoliate jungles, contaminated 4.8 million Vietnamese with dioxin. Over 20% of South Vietnam's forests were sprayed, but Viet Cong's supply routes persisted. Later, 500,000 U.S. veterans reported health issues, including cancer. The ecological damage persists today, with birth defects in sprayed areas. This tactical solution became a long-term humanitarian and PR catastrophe. The CBU-55, a fuel-air bomb, created fireballs vaporizing everything within 500 meters. Tested in 1970, it was the most powerful conventional weapon short of nukes. Yet, Viet Cong tunnels and dispersed units minimized casualties. Survivors reported psychological shock, but morale remained unbroken. The bombs cost $100,000 each, but achieved little strategic gain, highlighting the futility of brute force. The AC-130 Spectre, armed with 20mm Gatling guns and 105mm howitzers, dominated night skies. Its infrared sensors could spot campfires from miles away. However, Viet Cong adapted by traveling moonless nights or using underground trails. Despite 10,000 sorties, infiltration continued unabated. The gunship's 20 miles per hour cost contrasted starkly with its inability to halt supplies. The 50-ton M48 Patton, designed for European battlefields, floundered in Vietnam's marshes. Its narrow tracks sank in mud, making it easy prey for RPGs. Crews suffered 90-degree heat inside, with visibility limited to 50 meters. By 1972, 200 Pattons were abandoned or destroyed. This misalignment of doctrine and terrain underscored the U.S. Army's rigidity. The F-4 Phantom, lacking a built-in cannon, relied on missiles for air combat. Yet, early AM-7 Sparrows failed 80% of the time. North Vietnamese MiG-17s, though slower, outmaneuvered F-4s in close-quarters dogfights. By 1968, the U.S. had a 2-1 kill ratio, far below expectations. This forced the Navy to reintroduce gun pods, admitting a critical design flaw. On April 30, 1975, North Vietnamese tanks crashed through Saigon's gates, ending the war. Despite $150 billion spent and 7.5 tons of bombs dropped, U.S. tech failed to secure victory. The iconic image of helicopters evacuating the embassy epitomized strategic collapse. Vietnam proved that without political and cultural understanding, even the most advanced weapons are futile.